Good evening, brothers and sisters, friends. Today is Friday, March 31st, 2006. And last week we have a tea ceremony together. And as I mentioned last week that this Friday is a bonus. So therefore we will have a bonus meditation. That means instead of having our sitting meditation now, we will start with a Dhamma talk first. And then we will have total relaxation, which is something we very rarely to practice in our Friday gathering. So therefore, today we will having our Dhamma talk, and then after that I invite the Sangha to lie down along the hall, and we will practice deep relaxation. And for your benefit and successful in the practice, I will explain this practice so you have an idea what to do, and you also can apply this practice in your daily bedtime. Dear friends, many people regard Buddhism as a religion. But if we say that it is the way of life, we may be closer to the truth. Buddhism is not only a religion, but it is the way of life. Life is an art that can bring happiness to ourselves and to others. If we ourselves are not happy, we cannot bring the happiness to our beloved one. And if we cannot make the others happy, we also not happy either. So to have that, we need to learn an art. So practicing Buddhism is the practicing of to go back and learn the art of living. The art of making yourself happy and make others happy. And of course, if we want to be happy, we need to learn the technique, the way to make us happy. One of the ways that can make us happy, that is the faith. Faith in Buddhism doesn't mean we believe in a creator. We believe in someone that is able to give us something and release the suffering from us. But the faith here means we faith in something true and beautiful. The true and the beautiful, that we can make it available in our daily life. And practicing Buddhism is the practicing of to go back and to recognize something that is able to nourish us and nourish our beloved one. For example, in daily, we used to eat, and the food is the nutrition to nourish this physical body. But if we do not learn the art of eating, we might consume many things that does not bring any healthy for the body. And since then, the body is not healthy. And if we do not healthy with this entire body, and also the mind is not happy either. So if the body is healthy, the mind will be happy. Same thing with the mind. If we do not be aware is what to intake, then we may intake a lot of poisons that can damage the mind, can hurt the mind. And when the mind is not healthy, the body is also not healthy. So we need to learn the art of nourishing. The same as we are nourishing a baby. When we feed the baby, we need to aware. They cannot tell it's too hot or too cold. So we need to, when we heat the milk, the milk bottle for them, we need to adjust the heat, not too hot. That may make them cry. Or it's too cold, that make they also sick. So therefore we need to know how much warm for the bottle of milk to nourish the baby. Same thing in our daily life. We need to learn the art of consuming so that can make the body and the mind healthy. When we are meditation, we are learning to calm ourselves down. And this is one of the ways that to nourish our body and our mind. So the relaxation is the same. When we go to bed, we should know that that is the time for us to recharge the battery. That is the time for us to relax the body and the mind. So we are able to continue to work for the next day. And even if we call, I am resting, but we still do not know how to rest. We still carry many things on that. And how can that nourish us? And that will be continue and continue from day to day. And we become out of the battery. We become totally tired, and we are not able to recognize. And you know that when a person who does not have enough sleep, they are very easy to get angry. They feel very uncomfortable, and their head feel headache, disease. And then, therefore, we need to understand sleeping time is the time for us to rest. And doesn't matter what we are worried for tomorrow, we still cannot wake up and do that job, do that work right in that moment. So why we need to continue to worry? And we need to stop and rest. So meditation means how to stop and deep looking. Resting, helping us recognize, stop and rest. For example, you are coming to Friday evening. When you come here, soon you come here or soon you sit in your car and start on the way you come here, you have to stop. Stop what? Stop wondering. Stop worrying. Even you are sitting here, but you don't stop your worrying. You still worry, and the time you are sitting here is waste. You just sit with the body, but the mind does not relax. So when the entire body stops, the mind is also stop and relax. Sometimes we're still walking, we're still working, but do we know how to stop and focus to the work? Or we are working on this, but we are worrying for something next. But when we come to that point, we continue to worry for something further. So therefore, sometimes we are not truly honest with us. We are looking for that, but when that arrives, we continue to worry and looking for something else. So we never arrive home. We still become a wandering person on the street. We come to this moment, we sit here with this beautiful environment. Did we really enjoy it? Did we really stop and rest our mind and just be here and in the here and in the now? So therefore the song, I have arrived, I am home, is very needed. We should learn to memorize that song. I have arrived, I am home, in the here and in the now. I am solid, I am free. You sit here, you sit very solid. Solid like a mountain. And the person who is not solid inside, we can tell very easily. They don't feel free. They worry about the time. They worry about many things. That's why they sit, but agitation does not relax. They just stand up and walk, and then they come back and sit for a few minutes, they walk. And that is one of the 5 obstacles in the practice. We have the habit of moving from the body to the mind. Never stop. So when you want to stop and sit solid like this, and something pushing you to move, sometimes you feel itchy, sometimes right here, sometimes right here. Have you ever feel that you have that kind of feeling when you sit? I tell you this just happened last Tuesday. There was a very old lady who is sick, and she told me that she saw a ghost, a very young ghost, come to her bed and bother her. She asked me to come to help. You know that after 2 days youth retreat, and I am tired, but even though I still spend time with her, I come to visit her around 10 p.m. She said, doesn't matter the time as long as you come, Thay. I need you right now. So I come to visit her. And when I come to her place and I take out a glass of water, I sit in front of the Buddha and I start to recite the Buddha's name. And when I concentrate, I meditate on the Buddha. And you know what happened in that moment? I feel very itchy on my face. But instead of following our usual habit, we will crash. But I recognize it right away. I said, no, this is a real Mara, a real ghost. I did not see the ghost that lady mentioned, but I can see the ghost that tried to bother me in this very moment. And the more that I feel itchy, the more I concentrate. And I use one of the mudra. Mudra means the seal. And in Buddhism, this is one of the seal to help us to concentrate. And I put that glass of water right in front of me, and I put that mudra right here. That means to control your hand in order to crouch. Instead of using this mudra, now you use this kind of mudra right here to help you to concentrate. About 5 minutes later, I do not pay attention to that itchy feeling. 5 minutes later, everything calm. And you know that lady, when she sit beside me and she saw me doing this, and she thought I'm doing something special. So that's why this mudra is able to help her to concentrate more. So first she just sit like this. But when she saw me doing like this, she do like this. She put her hands together right in here and she calm. So in that moment, I don't mean to release the Mara from her because I do not know how. But I know that where is the ghost? Who is the Mara? Right in here. The outer Mara from outside is not as important as the one inside of us. Sometimes we feel something follow us. And the more you walk fast, the more you feel that Mara, that ghost is almost close to us. So when I put the glass of water right in front of me and I concentrate to pray for her, and that night she sleep well. Doesn't mean I have power or anything, but we should know that the intention of mindfulness, of strong faith in something beautiful, in something happiness is very important. So therefore, the ghost is nowhere. It's right in here. When you do not come and sit like this, there's nothing. You feel okay. But soon you say, I'm meditation. Then you know what happened. Many things start to arise in here. Many things that make you stand up and walk. Sometimes when you want to learn something, you put all your attention to learn. And suddenly, sometimes we do not memorize anything. We cannot remember anything. But sometimes you don't want to memorize it. But somehow you just read it over a few times and everything go in here. So we are practicing the teaching of the Buddha. The Buddha never invite us to go anywhere further than go back to our home. Arrive to our home. That means arrive to the condition of happiness that we are having. Don't run anywhere. There's no way to happiness. Happiness is the way. So for those who have difficulty in sleeping, and this is the technique that you can learn and practice when you are going to bed. That means when you lie down on bed and you just totally relax your body, relax your hands, relax your head, relax your legs, all the muscle. Totally relax. And pretend that in this moment you are like a flower that's floating on water. Sometimes I give an example when we are sick and we come for the doctors to treat us. And we need to relax and let the doctor check our body, and they can feel, they can realize what's wrong in our body, and they're able to help us. Or we are coming to the chiropractic, and we do not try to hold anything. Let's relax so they can massage us. They can fix our body. So same thing with deep relaxation. And then when you lie down and relax like that, you can turn on the music. Find some music that very soft. And if you're able to find natural music, that will be better. Like the raining sound, like the singing of the birds, or some of the Asian music instruments. They have that available in many stores. You can find them. And you can turn on not too loud, just enough for you to hear, not too loud. Because if we turn it too loud, it bothers our hearing. Enough so that can make the music is one of the things that is able to calm us, relax us. And you relax. And you focus to your breathing, in and out. You can find a book called The Blooming of a Lotus. The Blooming of a Lotus. This book offers you many exercises in sitting meditation and also in total relaxation. For example, today I expert one of the exercises in that book. And this is what we call joy of meditation as nourishment. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in, and you breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. All you need to do is in that moment, you name it, in, out. Breathing in, my breath grow deep. Breathing out, my breath goes slowly. That means deep and slow. We can use that two words in order to help us to concentrate and to nourish. In daily, we have many things that are not healthy. And we just intake to make our body feel uncomfortable. We intake so many things that does not need, can be called poison in order to damage our mind. And for the whole day, body and mind totally unhealthy. And now we know it. We are not going to let that kind of poison feeling continue to bother us. We need to go back and recognize. So when you meditate, something arises in here, don't worry and do not afraid. But we know how to face and name it. Your name is worry. And I have been sunk in the suffering with you many years. Your name is worry. So you are no longer able to carrying me anywhere else with you. And when you can name it, this is worry, then you're able to come back and using our breathing in and breathing out in order to name it, in order to go back. So our home is our breath. When we are able to come back and recognize this is the in-breath, this is the out-breath, many other things is no longer, is not able to do anything else to bother us. You know, sometimes after a long day of working, not only by physical body, but also by mentally, and sometimes we feel very tired. So what I used to do is I meditate. And if I'm not able to sit because I feel a little bit tired, then I will lie on bed and practice relaxation. And when I go into my deep sleep, just for 5 or 10 minutes, I still feel okay after that. Sometimes we do not need to sleep much. Just about 5 to 10 minutes during the day or after work, we gain back our energy. Healthy doesn't mean we sleep 12 hours a day or 20 hours a day. Sleeping in that way only making us more unhealthy, more sick. In Vietnamese, this word means sleeping, ngủ. And I used to joke with the kids. I said, if you ngủ too much, that means if you sleep too much, you will lose the accent. That means you will lose this one. And once you lose this one, you become ngu. Ngu means silly. Because if we sleep too much, then the intelligence of us is dead. So if we need this, but not too much. And if we oversleep, we lose the accent, become silly. So we need to learn the art. Even when we sleep, we also learn the art of sleeping. People say, I want to be lazy. But that is not very easy to be lazy. Because we want to be lazy, we need to learn the art of lazy. Honest. Do we know how to be lazy yet or not? Do not say that I call in and I take a sick day. And what you do at home? Oh, I will go to shopping. I will clean up my house. Still, that is not lazy. So people say, I want to enjoy life. I want to enjoy the day. But do we really know how to enjoy our day or not? Even we have too much work, but if you know how to enjoy that, even you have a lot of work, that day still called the day of enjoy. Because we do with our heart. We don't do it with only physical body, but we do with the heart. And that day is enjoyable day. I used to wish people that I met in the day, instead of have a good day, I used to say, enjoy your day. That is one of the mantra. Mantra means magic word. Secret word. Enjoy your day. How to enjoy? Is that means you do nothing? No, we do. But we know how to just enjoy each of the work we are doing or not. So therefore the song, happiness is here and now, is very deep. The words are very simple. Happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worries. When you're able to drop your worries, that is happiness. So just the first sentence, we already see Zen. We already see what is called meditation. When we're able to drop the worries, that is called happiness. You see, happiness in Buddhism is that simple, but hard to do. But because we think when we're able to have that, we will be happy. When will be that, I'll be happy. But we never satisfy with what is that. What we're looking for, we never satisfy. Many people say, they call to us and they say, Thay, we really want to come to your place, visit your city. Oh, I think that day will be very happy for me. And you know what happened to them when they arrive here? The first day, the second day, they say, may I change my flight? Your city is so boring. Because they did not practice to enjoy. When they are not there yet, they think, I need to go there. If not, I don't feel, I feel that I'm missing something. But after you arrive, what happened? Long time ago in China, there was a very famous poet. He said, I heard people said, the cloud floating on that low mountain, the mountain named Low Shen, low mountain. And the water on that Pacific River, because in China they have one mountain, the cloud on that mountain is beautiful. And the water in that river, called Yang River, is beautiful. And he said, I heard people said, the water in the Yang River, the cloud on the low mountain, both are beautiful. If I am unable to be there to witness that since yet, I do not dare to die. That means I don't feel okay to die. And I wish that one day I can see them, and even I die, I will be happy to die. But you know what is his that is his first two lines in his poem. And the last two lines he said, when I arrived there is nothing different. Still cloud on the mountain, river in the ocean, water in the ocean, in the river. You keep hearing Edmonton is beautiful. You just hear. And you think that when I'm able to go there, I will be very happy. But when they go there, it's nothing. Still what? Houses, street, trees, same thing. So when doesn't matter where we go. Maybe we have some pictures to show, I have been in Paris, I've been in London, and everywhere around the world. But what happened? There's still people, houses, buildings, street, cars, and same. You just spend your money for the flight ticket and take some picture and go home just to show around that you have been there. But what happened? Still the same. The practice is we know how to enjoy it or not. We learn the art to nourish us, to nourish our body, our mind. And if we are healthy, then of course we are able to make people around us healthy. If one person in our family happy, and of course the whole family will be happy. So one person is available, the others also available. For example, Thay is not sick, he is healthy, and he is able to attend, to come out for the Friday. And of course, the Friday meditation evening is available. Just that is a small example. So one available, of course, many others available. Sometimes we do not dare to expect the whole family to be practiced. But one person in the family practice, you can see the difference already. Of course, if the whole family practice, that's great. But if not, then the condition, the environment is also different. The same thing as work. Sometimes we go to work and many co-workers in us are not very healthy. They have a lot of difficulties in their life. And before, we also bumping our day along with them too. But soon we are practicing. We recognize. We can embrace them all without any tire. Before we said, I cannot stand for even a person in my work. But now we are already training our mind, our body. We open that heart and we're able to embrace them all. Now, first, do not say, I will embrace the whole universe, people. But just now, do we able to embrace the one we love? Just two persons between the husband and the wife. We practice in such a way that we're able to embrace that person, our spouse. And then if we can embrace that, that person will be very close to us and give us a little bit of energy in order to embrace the children. And that is the truth. That is the faith in Buddhism. What is our faith? We believe in the capacity that in us. We believe in life is possible if we learn the art of living. The happiness is possible if we are learning the art of recognize happiness. Everything is already available. But what we need to learn is the art of recognizing them. For example, in our city, we have many spiritual places that open for all people to come in. So that means what? That means the happiness place is already available. All they need to do is recognize what they want, what they are looking for. And if they recognize that, they will come. They will come. Happiness is the same. Available already. Ready. So therefore, we already have the eyes to see. And the one we love is there for us to look, to recognize, to appreciate. All we need to do is learning the art of looking. Do we able to look that person deeply with our loving eyes, compassion eyes? Or we just look at them with the eyes of hate, of greed, of ignorance? And then when they die, we come to visit them and we say, I feel guilty. So if we able to recognize that, we call them. So happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worries. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. If you have nothing to do, nowhere to go, then just enjoy nowhere to go, nothing to do, and do not looking for more place to go, things to do. But we have that kind of habit. Action. We're always very active. So if someday we totally have nothing to do, we still feel so boring. We need to looking for something. You see that? So we need to be aware of that. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, then enjoy. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Just sit there and enjoy. But now, same thing, but if something for you to do, somewhere for you to go with that. Go ahead and do it. And start to go. And on the way you go, you're happy the same as when you sit down with nothing to do, nowhere to go. So that very short and simple song is a very deep meditation. It's become a kundan. For those who did not, what is kundan mean? Kundan means a brief story with no comment. You just learn it. You don't understand, it's okay. That is the purpose of no understanding. But you stick with that, you live with that, and one day you can go through with that short story we call self-enlightenment. If someone enlightens you, it's not your enlightenment. It's not your awareness. We need to meditate about that. So sometimes, when you read Zen stories, they do not give you any commentaries. They do not give you any, because if we read that commentary, we will stick with that and we do not thinking further. And now, today, I give you some hints on, for example, the song called Happiness is Here and Now. I have dropped my worry. What else we want? Worry is something very heavy that always stick with us until the last minute. I have been helping and talking to many seniors. Even they lie on bed and just, the death is very close to them. But they still tell me that, Thay, my life is nothing to worry, but the only thing I worry now, you see, very conflict. I have nothing to worry, but the only thing I worry now is my last. If he is able to find a person that he loves, and I think that person able to help him, and now I die, I will be close my eyes. So therefore, she want her son to get married is not because of love, just because someone to take care for him, cooking something for him after work. So our daily, we always count anything advantage for us, that's great. We have so many worries in us. That is nothing wrong. But we should learn the art of worrying. It's the same as we need food to eat, to nourish this physical body. But what kind of food? And when to eat? Doesn't mean we can eat any time. Or doesn't mean we can eat any kind of food, because some of the food only damage the body and the mind. So as a mindfulness practitioner, we should learn the art to select what to intake and what not to take. And that is called meditation. Meditation means to stop and looking deeply. That is the meaning of meditation. For example, we used to have the habit, anything we see, we just pick and put in the mouth and eat. But on the day we're sick, we know that is no good for that our disease. Then with our habit, we just take, but in that moment we stop. Oh, no, this is no good for the time when I'm sick. Put it back. That is the practice. So today when you lie down, I hope that you can lie down with all your relaxation. Just enjoy the sound of the music. Relax that. You are very happy because you start your weekend. You have your weekend. The weekend is coming. Only 2 days, very short. I vow to enjoy it. Every day we need to say that to ourselves. Every day we need to say that. Today I have a full day to enjoy. You know why every time we come to Dharma talk, I used to say, today is something. I want to declare, today is today. Today is not yesterday. Today is not tomorrow. Today is now, in this very moment. I want you to enjoy today. Practicing Buddhism is practicing like that. Go back with what is in the present moment, because the present is the wonderful gift. No one have any power to give us anything and to release us anything. That is all come from us. We want to enjoy our day or not. Our monastics here, we on call 24 hours. That means anyone who needs us, sometimes they just pick up the phone, they say, Master Thay, we have problems in our family right now. We need you to come. And then, on the way, you hear that phone and you need to take a pen and write down the address. You like emergency. We need to go there. But we do not feel tired much because we do that with heart. We do not do just with work, with physical feeling. But we're happy that we are able to help. There are some prisoners. Sometimes they have the permission to call us and talk with us on the phone. And even they live far away. We cannot go there to visit them. But we send our love, our caring to them. And after 10 to 15 minutes talking with us on the phone, they feel much better. We give them some multivitamins in that, and just enough for them to stay calm and happy for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And when that kind of injection is no more effect, they continue to call us. That is a temporary injection. But at least we can keep them on the right track, on the right treatment. So if we are mindful, then we do not expect everything to be permanent. Because in this life, nothing is permanent. What is permanent? Our suffering is permanent. The suffering of expectation is permanent. And what is impermanent. That is. Lot of expectation. But never accept anything. Only expect. Never accept. So the more you accept, the more you're happy. And remember that life is like we're playing a game. You already in that position, in that work, in that job. Do it with all your heart. And if you complete with that kind of job, and even you stop breathing, you leave, you're happy to leave because you have done your job. The same as you play a game, play a chess. You already set them out, and not because you feel that you will lose soon. You just stand up and walk away from that game. That is not fair. That's called cheating. We already create the game, and we should finish the game. Same thing. We're born as a human. We need to do all things as a human. We need to experience all things as a human being accept. We already enter the world of dust and do not expect that we have to be clean. We need to influence with the dust. This is the world of dust. That doesn't mean showing us the distaste of our life. But that is something to help us to be more calm, more relaxed, more open to accept. And only when you can accept the truth, you're able to transform. You're able to get well unless you accept that I am sick. When I'm sick, that means I'm willing to accept the treatment, and you will get well. We only get well when we're able to accept that we are sick. And if you say, no, I'm not sick, then how can we accept the treatment? You need to be very true to ourselves, be honest to ourselves. If we are not honest to ourselves, it's very hard for us to be honest with others. Same thing. If we are not able to make ourselves happy, we cannot make the others to be happy. So today I hope that the Sangha will lie down with all your enjoy. Enjoy this moment. Enjoy that you're able to sleep. Nobody complains your snoring. Sometimes I just joke and I said, this can be called snoring meditation. You go through your sleep with all your peace and happy. You know, every night when I sleep, I also ready to die. So that's why one of the things that I enjoy, that sometimes I turn on the chanting. And I just let that chanting floating. And all I do is relax. So that's why I don't have difficulty in sleep. If you die in that moment, why not? Die in peace, why not? So I hope that you will enjoy your night, enjoy the practice of total relaxation. Sleep well.